I don't know. I don't know is one of the most powerful words that you can use in your sales game. I'm here in a beautiful co-working space, got the nice natural light, and it got me thinking about what is the most powerful word that I can use in a sales call. And for me, it was the word, I don't know. Let me explain before you click off this video. A lot of times in sales, when someone asks you a question you don't know the answer to, it is super easy to just say the answer you think. I mean, be honest with yourself. How many times have you said something that you weren't fully sure of, but you said it anyways because maybe you were afraid of what someone might think, you were afraid of telling them what was really on your mind or the limitations of your product and service, so you just left it out and you felt bad after it. I mean, that's called being a human, but being a human with integrity is saying, you know what, I made a mistake. We actually can't do that. And you have to be okay with what the client says, which is why I'd always recommend all of you guys default to, I don't know. It builds so much trust. There's a couple cases in my early sales career where I didn't say the keywords, I don't know, and I let someone sign up with a false expectation of what the product could do because I left it out. It wasn't that I lied, but I left out a key detail. Well, what happened was the prospect got crazy upset. I had to then go in and be like, yeah, that was on me. I made a mistake. To keep them happy, we had to give them like a 50% discount, and I had to, explain myself to my vice president of what happened. And that was a really big lesson for me because even if you leave something out, it's always best to just be 100% transparent about the limitations of your product or service, because you don't want someone to come on board for the sake of getting a deal when you might lose that deal anyways. So it's happened to me. It likely may happen to you, but it doesn't have to. You can just use the amazing word, I don't know. And so if you don't know who I am, my name is William Padilla. I do 3 times a week uploads on YouTube, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I create a lot of content on TikTok, Instagram for software sales content. So I help software sales reps excel in their career. It's traditionally AEs and SDRs. And so this channel is really for me to be very open and honest with myself in a long form format about who I am, the struggles I go through as a sales rep, the wins I have post the struggles, because where there's a valley, there's always a mountain. And so I've been through the valleys, I've been through the mountaintop, and the thing I can say is that the valleys and the mountains and everywhere in between are all guaranteed in sales. Every single year, there's gonna be ups and downs, averages, crazy highs, crazy lows. But the biggest thing is just to use certain things that I can share with you guys that I've had in my own failures to avoid more failure in your career or in life for that matter. So I just want to put this video out there that you don't have to lose deals. You don't have to have unhappy customers. You don't have to say things you're not 100% sure of, because you can just use a keyword like I don't know, and it's kind of like a get out of jail free card. You're not saying you know the answer, and you're not saying you don't know the answer. You're just saying I don't know. So instead of a yes or a no, it's just a somewhere in between, and then you have the opportunity to go find out that answer and come back to them with, hey, talk to so-and-so, we cannot do this. Let me know if that's a deal breaker for you. Or talk to so-and-so, we can do this. What amazing news. Sorry for the nail biter. But yeah, that's what I wanted to make this video about, guys. And also on a personal note, if you guys care about this, I basically just started getting back into tracking all my own calories. And I felt like the highest performance quarter I ever had was when I was also tracking calories. And I don't believe that's coincidence, because I believe what gets tracked gets managed. And when I was tracking what I was eating, it was also helping me track my outputs, my cold calls, my emails, my LinkedIn messages, everything. And so what gets tracked gets managed. If you guys like this video, Subscribe, like, comment. I'm here 3 times a week, long form, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I also have the Sell That SaaS podcast on Spotify. Even though I don't have a ton of subscribers, I'm going to keep showing up, keep sharing value. And yeah, today's tip is use the word I don't know.